Okay, nice. So in this video I will show to you how a rock or metal band is working on a song. Basically I will show some interesting workflow process steps. Oh, and I put a link for the complete song in the description so you can listen to this.
Ich bin für den.
Couldn't ya see? If I had never left, I could never stay. What does it take? Yeah, so you will see how we record the guitars, how we record drums, vocals, bass, and in the end I will tell you some shocking message about our band. Hey guys! In this video I will be analyzing the idea whether it's possible or not to create a rock or metal song based on just 2 chords. Why exactly 2 chords? It is like it works with the bands. If the drummer makes some mistakes and he's convinced that this will sound perfect, or if the vocalist will sing wrong tones, then it sounds wonderfully, I like it so much. Yeah, and you cannot do anything about this. So what I'm saying is, this time the guitar player was convinced that these 2 chords, it sounds so wonderful and we should repeat these in cycle again and again. Let me show you. Number 1. Number 2. Based on these 2, whether it's possible or not to make a song that will sound more or less acceptable. Okay, let's see. Richard sent in the band group a new song. Okay, let's see what it is. Okay, interesting. Wow, this is kind of interesting. Okay, let's see what comes next. Okay, nice. Based on the audio quality and also because he didn't show me the guitar fret, I cannot say for sure what kind of chords these are, but I have to say this is already quite interesting idea because most of the times the guitar riffs were something like this. If I was showed the acoustic version, it would be something like this. Every time we come back to the basic chord, it always is a return to a single note. This time we have acoustic interlude, something like this. Or something like this. I didn't quite understood what he played, but we have a meeting next week, so then I will say for sure what it was. Yeah, you can see our rehearsal room, and I know this is not the song I'm talking about. I didn't get the footage about the Crossroads practice. Yeah. You will know the reasons later. Okay, now I know what it was. In the acoustic version we have most of the time. And when comes the distortion part, we have the same chord instead of this. We have a distortion and higher tempo. The distortion part or aggressive part, it got a little bit of confusion. Let me show you. So this is like the calm part, and this is the distortion or aggressive part, in case some of you are not well aware with the terminology. If the bass
would be very conservative. It would go like this.
Yeah, this is not a bass guitar, but I was too lazy to take this from the wall. Yeah, so please cope with this. Imagine that this I'm holding now is the bass guitar.
We have to force the bass do something else than these two notes. Richard wants to use this harmonic tone. We are not composing the classical music because in the classical music this wouldn't be acceptable. But rock and metal, no rules.
Rather, we can break the rules.
In the distortion part, in the aggressive breakdown part, we replace this here with two power chords. I would say something like this. Some experimentation, but basically not only this and this chord, but also something else. When we go from this, adding some new elements, but still using the same
pattern,
the same two chords. So my suggestion, I will record it right now, send it into the group. Okay,
this is my suggestion.
And let's see what guys will say about this. Wow. Okay. Nice. He accepted this. But still there's the problem with the verse, with the acoustic verse. We are using too often. The first chord is this, and the second, instead of this, we can do something like this. So listen again. Let's see whether Richard will accept this or not.
Richard didn't accept this.
Schau mal, machst du sowas?
So basically I am explaining here, Richard, what he is doing and what I suggest to do instead of what he is doing.
Und dann das hier einfügen.
The chord number 4 would be like a replacement for what he is doing. This always the same.
Wir haben Zyklus von 4 Teilen.
Basically, I want to suggest a cycle from 4 parts, that number 1, number 2, number 1, and number 3. And he always gets it wrong. Every time he was playing somehow different, and if there comes more than 2 chords, then he could not understand it.
Ja, das ist nichts für mich. Ja, das ist nichts für mich. Ich bleibe bei meiner Version.
If anyone is not well known with you with the recording basics, here is a short snippet. Every track we record separately, and so this is how we have the electrical guitars, the bass guitar, vocals, and the drums.
I will show you the workflow, how I receive these tracks. For example, here we start with the guitar. I don't know, it's correct to start with the guitar or not.
Hoffentlich weiß ich es jetzt nochmal. So krass.
He gets stressed out that he cannot manage some part of the recording in the right way.
Hast du irgendein Blatt Papier da?
And he's asking me for a piece of paper so he can write for himself the right playing pattern.
Das reicht mit Okay.
In the end, Richard didn't accept my idea. Maybe the bass guitar will save the situation. Let's see. The conservative bassman would go like this. my idea, try, for example, maybe with some slaps. With the slap, it would be something like this. And then in the end, we can add some questionable issue, like... okay, let's try like this. Slaps and pluck, yeah, correct. When we go to this distortion part.
In the end, actually, I changed the bass even more, but it was similar to this.
Because the drum consists of many elements, we have separately snare drum, kick, tom 1, tom 2, tom 3, tom 4, overheads left, overheads right.
So Chris is discussing that what exactly, whether it was correct or not, and I am suggesting that maybe some of the hits he can make a little bit lighter and more like jazz. And here you can hear, he's always hitting quite hard at the snare drum. And we still are discussing, and I try to convince him that maybe he can sometimes barely touch a snare drum.
Okay. Ja, da könnte man auch noch entspannter, vielleicht.
Du meinst jetzt von der Snare, die soll ich nicht so festhauen, sondern...
Because German is not my native language, so there is also a language barrier, and but we just need to invest a little bit more time into the communication, and in the end we get the desired result. Yeah, now you can hear how much snare can variate. Like lighter and stronger, and now it will go at full power. After recording, drummer is very impatient to listening to this and confirming whether he played everything right or not.
Takes to get myself out of my way. Drums alone.
I know that normally it is the right way at first to record everything, even the vocals, but I
Snare.
make my workflow a little bit random.
The effects for the snare drum.
The objective of this video is not mixing tutorial, so this is why I am showing you just the basic concepts of the mixing and mastering.
Benefit of recording tracks like this is that we should not necessarily record every instrument simultaneously. For example, we don't have a bass man right now. I can record the bass line separately. Alrighty, now when the instrumental parts are more or less completed, let's record some vocals. At first we need for that lyrics, then practice the vocals, record the vocals, and in the end mix the vocals. I am not good at writing the lyrics. In the local club I have found a guy called Papa Timsky, yeah, he called himself like this, who was nice enough to make for for my song lyrics. I have told him that, okay, I will send you the file where I sing over the song like na da 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 na. And based on these na 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 vocals, he would make lyrics that are more or less within the syllable count. He has made the first half. He told me, you can text me if you want some more text or if it's not good enough. Then I got text. I got very nice lyrics. Now let's move on to recording. The choice is yours. Couldn't ya see? If I had never left, I could never stay. What does it take to get myself out of my way? This isn't just a decision, dilemmas blurring my vision. The dice fall, but I cannot see. In the beginning of the video, I have promised to you a shocking message. Our guitar player is leaving the band. At this point in time, it is already 1 month since he has left. If you think about it, yeah, the Crossroads song about the decisions. An interesting timing, what an interesting coincidence. When I was halfway through the video about the Crossroads, he decided to leave the band and it was fast divorce. Yeah, we have seen only one time after this. The reasons why he left, I think this is because I was very strict with him. I always was yelling at him and also sometimes even hitting him when he wasn't playing right. You have seen already in this footage how rude I was to him. This was all my fault. But I made my decisions and I have to face the consequences. Conclusion. In my opinion, it is possible to create a good rock or metal song based on just one chord if you make outside the box decisions and say like, okay, I don't have to bound myself to a certain genre here, okay, guitar, more or less the same. So why don't use some creative hacks with the bass guitar? Why don't try something more dynamical with the drums? And also the vocals. They can go silent and they can go louder, and with all these dynamics, it is possible to create the song based on 2 chords. The thing is that you don't have to bound yourself to the concept that electrical guitar is the most important guitar in rock and metal. Regardless if you agree with me or not, if some of my steps in the workflow was totally wrong, you are free to write it in the comments, start a small discussion. Also, you can tell me about your experiences. Regardless whether you are a musician or not, tell me what do you think about this footage? Was it nice or was it not so very understandable? And so, see you in the next video. Bye.
At the crossroads of my soul, I stand before you, or just I roll down with every note and every chord. I question if I should